to the Polytechnic University of the Philippines. The Polytechnic University of the Philippines is a government higher educational institution governed by Republic Act No. 8292, known as the Higher Education Modernization Act of 1997, and its implementing rules and regulations contained in the Commission on Higher Education Memorandum Circular No. 4, Series of 1997. PUP was established in 1904 as Manila Business School. In 1908, it was renamed as Philippine School of Commerce or PSC and merged with Philippine Normal School from 1936 to 1946. Through the virtue of Republic Act 778, PSC was renamed to Philippine College of Commerce or PCC in 1952. On April 1, 1978, PCC was converted into the Chartered State University, now known as the Polytechnic University of the Philippines, by virtue of Presidential Decree No. 1341, issued by the President of the Republic of the Philippines. For more than 100 years, PUP has been a partner of the government in providing quality, globally competitive, and industry-responsive education to bright, deserving students.
Pinakamura ang matrikula sa PUP.
Pinakamababang tuition sa buong bansa, 12 pesos kada unit.
With the lowest tuition for tertiary education, qualified faculty members, efficient administrative staff, goal-oriented leaders, and industry-responsive curricula that is at par with international standards, PUP has earned a reputation of one of the country's top higher education institutions. As an epistemic community, PUP is consistent with its commitment to produce quality graduates in various fields of specialization, working toward its goal of becoming the first national polytechnic university in the country. With 22 branches and campuses spread across Luzon, serving more than 70,000 students, the Polytechnic University of the Philippines offers more than 80 programs in the graduate and undergraduate levels. It also offers distance learning through the Open University system, technical and professional programs in the area of business and distributive arts, education and the social sciences related to the fields of commerce, business administration, and other polytechnic areas. The commitment of its leadership, faculty, staff, students, alumni, and partners has formed the cornerstone of this university that has exceeded expectations with every generation of the graduates it has produced since its establishment. Today, PUP has gone far from what it was more than a century ago, but what remains is PUP's mission to continue to be the government's partner in nation building and in poverty alleviation of the marginalized sector of society. With quality, responsive, and relevant education as a tool. PUP, the first polytechnic university.
Emerson is a global technology and engineering leader. We operate in over 150 countries. We are 110,000 employees worldwide. And here in the Philippines, we have over 2,000 employees.
My name is Vicky Florento. I'm from Dell Philippines. I'm handling the university relations and services hiring.
Pagasa Steel supplies concrete reinforcing bars to the Philippines' booming construction industry. We have been the leading supplier of quality steel bars for the past 52 years.
EGS is an Alborica company. It is one of the fastest growing BPO companies in the Philippines right now.
I'm Cecil Venancio and I'm Branding and Communications Director of Sykes Asia.
We don't decide whether you're from a top-tier university or a state university. We decide based on our assessments that includes exams and interviews. Having said that, a lot of Dell's workforce in the Philippines are from PUP.
55 to 80 hires annually, those coming from PUP alone. And as a matter of fact, 14 of the homegrown employees who started from staff and supervisor have been promoted.
Currently, we have 13 employees from the PUP. They're working in a different field, so most of them are engineer, some are in sales, most of them are in the higher position.
There's a huge pool of students that we can really harvest from. And we know the reputation that they bring. So we're glad that we have a university like PUP that we can rely on for our future employees.
I love the graduates of PUP. They're not only fun to work with, but you can rely on them. They are very, very dependable.
PUP graduates are an exact match and fit to Pagasa Steel's mission and vision.
The reason why we prefer the PUP graduates is the fact that we noticed that they have a common denominator, very hardworking. You see, whatever happens, they'd still work. Even if it's raining, they'd still come to work. You give them additional tasks, they'd accept. They are resilient.
Very passionate, aside from being resilient, because we can see that they're very dedicated with their job. And we've seen a lot of PUP graduates, not just in one department.
They turn out to adapt very well and adjust well to our company here in the Philippines. They're productive employees and they stay with us for a long time.
Stand out sa PUP graduate is their loyalty sa company namin.
Integrity and ethics, drive for results, intellectual capacity, and adaptability. So when we hire PUPians, they have this kind of competencies.
Of course, they're very intelligent people, responsible. Responsible in a sense because whenever we meet these graduates and we ask them what are their future plans, they would always come up with answers like helping out their family, or because I'm done with school, I'll help out another sibling. So you would know already that these kids, even before they actually embark on certain work, they already have goals in mind. They're not maarte, no? Whatever you give them, they know that if it's for the purpose of the job, they will do it. And so they have, they're the ones that survive the challenges of work. They don't shirk away from responsibilities. They're the type who, whatever the job requires, they're up for the challenge.
PUPians enable people everywhere to grow and thrive.
PUP is one of the pillars of the nation because it is an institution that provides good graduates, people who really contribute to the success of the community or to the success of the country.
To all the people associated with PUP, if you're a graduate, congratulations, and you should be proud of yourselves. For those of you that are students, please continue the tradition, the proud legacy that your school has. Some of you, PUP, you work for us now. We appreciate you. We know you're good employees. For those of you that might work for us in the future, please consider us. We'd love to have you. We know that you make a great employee for Emerson.
PUPians, bring everything you are. If you have big ideas, let's talk. Come work where passion meets possibility. You can visit jobs.del.com for opportunities.
To pursue your dreams and work hard for whatever endeavor you will choose. And in the event that you will choose to apply in one of the fastest BPO companies in the Philippines, I would like to invite you to apply in EGS, an Alorica company, because our doors are open for all of you.
To all the PUPians, let's create a Science of Smile together.
SMART is very happy to have PUP graduates now enjoying their career and let them live more.
Hashtag Sites to PUP. We will support you in more ways than one.
Tara na, maging magkasama na tayo. Mabuhay ang PUP!
Noon pa man, malaki na ang naging bahagi ng mga kababaihan sa lipunang Pilipino. Kaisa sila sa marubdob na paghahangad ng kalayaan ng ating lahi. Kabilang sila sa paglinang ng ating makulay na sining at mayamang kultura. Kasapi sila sa pagtataguyod ng mga adhikain ng kapwa mamamayan at sa pagtugon sa mga pangangailangan ng lipunan. Katuwang sila sa pagtuklas sa mga larangan ng agham at medisina. Kapanalig sila sa pagpapairal ng batas, karapatan at katarungan para sa lahat. Kabahagi sila sa paglilingkod sa bayan at sa pagpapanatili ng demokrasyang Pilipino. Sa paglipas ng panahon, hindi nagmaliw ang kanilang pag-ibig sa ating inang bayan. Mga kababayan, ito ang alay ng mga kababaihang Pilipino para sa bayan. Tumayo po tayong lahat at sabay-sabay nating awitin ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
Ayaw magiliw, pero sa silanganan, hanap ng puso, sa likid mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, tulad ka ng pag-ibig, sa manlulupin, di ka masisingil. Sa lahat ng tulog, sa singer at sa langit mong gabang, may ginatang tula at awit sa paglayang minamahal. Ang isang ng patawat mo'y tagumpay na naghihiling.
Hi, I'm Engineer Florinda H. Oquindo, Director of the Alumni Relations and Career Development Office. The role of our office is to keep connections among students and alumni, provides complete range of services to students, alumni, and employers in the area of career development, graduates and professional skills preparations, employee relations, and campus recruitment. We also provide alumni and students with the tools and resources to help find success in all professional endeavors. To all freshmen, please come and visit us. Our office is located at N209 North Wing 2nd floor. To all freshmen, please come and visit us. Our office is located at N209.
Isang magandang tanghali sa ating mga ka-isko at ka-iska. So, andito na naman po tayo ngayon sa continuation ng ating, syempre, ng ating online training and seminar on office administration and management. So, kahapon, record management ang diniscuss sa atin ni Miss Anlin Ortiz. So, ngayon naman, syempre, business correspondence na at other related documents. So, by the way, I'm Professor Jane S. Pulma of the Alumni Relation and Career Development Office, and I will be your moderator for today's event. So, syempre guys, pakilala ko muna ang aming opisina. Our office, the Alumni Relation and Career Development Office, provides services not just to the student but also to the alumni in the area of career development and placement, and we also sustain the link between the academe or alumni, academe and alumni. So, and industry. So, we provide or we'll try to provide employment opportunity as well as, syempre, yung mga career development topic for professional and personal growth. So, this career development webinar in form of training, lalo na ngayon yung office management and procedures, aim to develop not just one career, but also it hope to develop you professionally and personally. I hope the new learnings, knowledge and abilities that you can learn from our speaker and lecturer can shape you and develop your career and passion. Diba? So sana yung mga bagay na matututunan nyo ngayon ay makatulong sa inyo, hindi lang sa professional kung hindi sa personal growth nyo. So, alam ko marami kayong matututunan mula sa ating mga batikang lecturer ngayon. So, syempre, yung unang mga batikang lecturer natin kahapon ay nanggaling sa College of Business Administration, Department of Office Administration. So, sila na yung mga tinagurian na nating legendary pagdating sa office management and procedure. So, ngayon, isa uling faculty member mula sa Departamento ng Office Administration, College of Business Administration. Ang magdi-discuss naman sa atin about business correspondence and related documents. So, bago ang lahat, bigyan ko muna kayo ng, or flash ko muna ang webinar etiquette para sa inyong lahat.
Ay! Mag-online.
Okay. So, meron po tayong 2 participants para sa event na to. Una, yung ating mga Zoom participants. So, sino ba yon? So, maraming salamat po sa ating mga Zoom participant na nagpa-participate ngayon dito sa ating platform na to. So, please remember to keep your microphone always on mute while the webinar proper is ongoing. And please do remember that this webinar is currently on live stream. So, pwede kayong interact sa ating speaker mamaya. You may raise your hand or pwede rin namang halimbawa, syempre, pwede kayong magtanong sa kanila, mag-comment sa kanila. You may use your Zoom chat or pwedeng you may raise your hand. Para naman sa ating stream participants, syempre, hindi natin pwedeng kalimutan ang ating mga estudyante at mga manunood. Hindi lang pala estudyante, alumni, yung iba naman po ay galing sa ibang school at ibang industry partner or ibang offices sa ating PUP Career Center Facebook page. So, good afternoon guys sa inyong lahat at welcome sa ating second day of our online training on office management and procedure. You may interact with our live ngayon sa pamagitan ng paggamit ng comment section ng live na to. You must just have to introduce yourself. And by the way, monitor po namin at i-include namin lahat ng question suggestion nyo during the Q&A portion. So para sa lahat, you may receive your digital certificate that will be released 2 to 3 weeks after the conduct of this event, and it will be given to those who attended, participated, and accomplished the evaluation form given at the end of the session. So you just have to make sure lang guys na masagutan nyo po yung evaluation form. So kahapon, ibang certificate. So dahil may 4 na session kayo, meron tayong 4 na certificate na matatanggap para sa online training and seminar for office management and administration. So maraming salamat sa inyong lahat at sana marami kayong matutunan sa ating webinar na ito. Next week meron pa tayong susunod. Si Ma'am Lolit ngayong Monday, Tuesday. Next week meron pa tayo si Ma'am Sharona naman at si Ma'am Ivy. Mga batikan po sila pagdating sa office management and procedure. By the way, si Ma'am Lolit ay kilala ko na, estudyante pa lang yata ako sa Department of Office Administration. Siya ang ating lecturer ngayong araw na to. So, without any further ado guys, let me introduce Associate Professor Abesha or Maria Lolita Abesha or Ma'am Lolit from the Department of Office Administration, College of Business Administration. Good afternoon, ma'am!
Good afternoon, Miss
Papalakpak
Jane.
naman si ma'am! Ayan!
Miss Jane, ang taas ng energy mo. Sana masundan ko yung energy mo kasi it's almost 2 p.m. na, medyo nakakaantok itong ating time, no? So sana ay tuloy-tuloy yung energy mo mapunta sa akin, no?
Ayan,
Maipasa
ma'am.
sa akin.
Andyan
Okay.
sila. So,
Ayan,
tulungan
andyan
nila
sila.
kayo.
Okay.
Okay,
Thank you so
guys.
much for inviting me, Miss Jane. Okay, sa mga participants sa ating sa screen, no, I can see no 98 participants, meron pang nasa live, no. Pwede bang mag-react tayo yung students, pwede bang mag-wave yung mga students para makita ko lang na nandyan kayo? Okay? Mga students, please wave yan. 1. Okay, thank you. Ayan. So sa mga for admin professionals, heart naman. So yung mga admin para makita ko, pa-heart naman yung mga admin faculty members, thank you. At sa lahat ng ating thumbs up sa lahat ng stakeholders ng PUP or alumni ka man, faculty, or kahit sinong stakeholders or part ng PUP community. Okay? So, thank you very much sa reactions. Thank you. Okay, so let me start. Okay, play ko lang, i-share ko lang yung aking PowerPoint. Nasa na siya? Okay, Miss Jane, please assist me para
Visible na, ma'am.
Visible na, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
So please bear no, pag minsan kung hindi gumagalaw, please inform me. Thank you. So, okay, share. Okay. So, okay na, Miss Jane? Kita na
Yes,
ba?
ma'am. Visible
Malinaw
na po.
ba? Okay.
Opo,
Thank
naka-present
you.
review na, ma'am.
Okay, thank you, Miss Jane. Now, good afternoon, dear participants. This is the second session as kanina sinabi ni Miss Jane, second session of the Career Development Talk, no, conducted by the Alumni Relations and Career Development under the Office of the Vice President for Student Affairs and Services. So, my topic is about correspondence with discussion of other related topics. Okay? So, lahat naman those people who will be working in the office or in the corporate world, okay, definitely gagawa kayo ng correspondence or business correspondence. Okay? So, this in this talk or in this session, you will learn about business correspondence. All right, so let me start. Okay, let me tell you first this scenario. Suppose you want to ask the supervisor, your supervisor, if you're already working, or your professor some questions about a project that you want to propose. Okay, so may project you want to propose, and there are some details that you want to clarify. First, you have to inform the concept of the project, the people involved, the resources, and the feasibility of the project. Okay? Requesting a meeting with your supervisor. Gusto mo siyang makausap, gusto mong i-propose. No? Requesting a meeting with your supervisor or your professor is kind of difficult. No? Sobrang busy, but you need to relay your message the soonest. Okay? So you may think sending a letter or an email will be the best to reach him or her because it is the most convenient way to reach out to people and to convey your message. No? Gusto mo, no, ma-convey agad yung message mo, your proposal, no? Business correspondence or the correspondence is the easiest way to reach out to people. No, kailangan natin ma-reach out sila. So through sending a correspondence or a letter or an email will be the easiest way. Pwede rin messages by telephone, pero mahabang explanation. So you need to put it in writing. So that is correspondence. Okay, next, what is correspondence? It is any form of written communication. Okay, we call it correspondence, any written form of communication. Just as we express our views, opinions, thoughts, and idea through writing, no? Ma-express natin yung thoughts natin through writing, correspondence ang tawag doon. Okay? Business person also feel the need of expressing themselves, no? Kailangan din nilang mag-express, kailangan din nilang mag-communicate, no? So they need to make or prepare the business correspondence. They use the simplest way that is written correspondence. Okay. The simplest way of communicating and sending the message through correspondence. Okay. So suppose you are talking talking with the supervisor, explaining, no? By chance, nakita mo siya, no? Hindi ka pa nagsisend ng message. Nakita mo siya, and then you try to explain. Sabi ko nga kanina, very busy siya. No? Pero nakita mo siya and you're trying to explain your project. Ma'am, I have a project. This involves the people from this place, these people, this is the concept. No? Ina-explain mo sa kanya. And the supervisor said, can you formalize it and put it in writing? Okay? To make it clear, no? And to make it clear and precise, no? Business correspondence lies in the fact that it is the formal way of exchanging information. Okay? So i-formalize mo. You are exchanging information, but make it formalized, no? Verbal is exchanging information also. But people will say, can you please put it in writing and make it formal? Okay, so business correspondence or correspondence is a formal way of exchanging information or a way of a formal way of communicating. Okay, so what are the importance of business correspondence aside from reaching out to people? Business correspondence is a way or the simplest way of reaching out to people. It's the simplest way of communication, making it formal, no? Formalizing the verbal communication. Okay, so that's business correspondence. What are the other importance of business correspondence? Kasi kailangan natin gumawa ng business correspondence, no? If you will be working in an organization, working in a company, in an institution, or in a small office, no? Kailangan natin gumawa ng written communication or business correspondence. Okay? One importance is business correspondence strengthens the business. Okay? So nagpapatatag ng business, no? Because of this business correspondence. Okay, why? Because it makes communication within the organization more clear and precise. No, malinaw ang pinag-usapan natin because it is written. Okay, there is understanding between organizations because of that it is written. Okay, employees, businessmen, and clients Because it is written, the objectives are presented through writings, no? Very clear, no? Very clear, we understand because it is in writing, okay? You explain it verbally, pero, no? Mas importante pa rin yung it is written. Meron tayong record, no? Sa office, no? Marami tayong mga records, no? These records are proof. These are evidence, no? That we have this communication written, okay? Formalized. Okay? Another importance, business correspondence serves as evidence. Kanina sinabi ko, when you have the hard copy, when you have the written form, meron kang evidence. Nakasulat yan. No? The verbal communication can be denied. No? Sabi, hindi ko sinabi yan. Pero, sinabi mo yan. It is written. I have evidence. No? So the business correspondence serves as evidence. No? It helps the person in business to keep record of all the facts and information related to business. These written records will serve as evidence as needed. No? Kaya meron tayong business correspondence. No? Isa yan. Pwede yan as proof. Proof that you have finished the task. Okay? It's a proof that you have completed a report. No, nandyan yan, naka-record. No, you have to keep that because this correspondence will serve as evidence. No, kaya kailangan itago natin yung mga business correspondence natin. Okay? Business correspondence also create and maintain goodwill. No, sa mga companies, organizations, and even institution, merong goodwill. Ano ba yung goodwill? No? Sabi, business correspondence create and maintain goodwill. Ano ba yung goodwill? Goodwill is an intangible asset that represents the value of the company's earned reputation. Okay, so katulad ng PUP, we are protecting our sintang paaralan, no? Yung ating reputation, earned reputation, no? Iniingatan natin 'yan. The value of a company's brand name with solid customer base, good customer relations, and goodwill has no physical existence, no, wala. But it can be sold for money because of their reputation, especially a company's brand name, no? They earn the reputation, no? Pag bumili ka ng share sa kanila, may presyo yung goodwill, no? Mas mahal pa dun sa presyo ng iyong ng share, no, because of the goodwill. And a letter to inquire, complaints, suggestion, or feedbacks from clients and recommendations. These letters or business correspondence help a company grow and maintain goodwill. So if you are paying attention to this correspondence, especially from our clients, no? Binibigyan mo ng pansin yung kanilang mga sulat, yung kanilang feedback, no? These are babalik sa atin, no? Babalik sa atin yung mga customers na to, and this is goodwill, no? Hindi yung correspondence, nagsumulat sila sa atin, hindi mo pinansin. No, hindi yan babalik. The customers will not come back. But if the correspondence na pinadala nila sa atin, yung letter, yung email, binibigyan natin ng pansin, that's goodwill. Babalik sa atin ng customer, thanking us. Salamat, binigyan nyo ng pansin yung aming letter. No, that's maintains, business correspondence maintains goodwill. If you will give proper attention to these clients or customers. All right. Next. Another importance of business correspondence is it is inexpensive mode and convenient form of communication. Hindi siya mahal. Wala siyang bayad. No? Especially pag magsasend ka ng fax, email, or mail. Okay? Kung wala ka namang internet, you can send it via fax. You can send it through mail, no? Your message will be conveyed no? Maipapadala yung message mo, especially nowadays, no? It's so easy to write a letter and send it to the recipients or dun sa receiver. Okay? So, inexpensive mode. Hindi mo na kailangan pang pumunta, especially if the person is abroad, no? If the person is on the other side of the world, no? Pwede kang magpadala ng message, pwede mo siyang sulatan, no? Without going to that place, no? So it is inexpensive. Okay? Though there are other modes of communications, no? Pwedeng telephone, email messaging, fax, no? Meron pang messenger, no? And others. But business information can be provided and obtained economically and conveniently through letters, no? Kung meron kang importanteng sasabihin at medyo lengthy or mahaba siya, you can send a letter. So this is a letter. If this is pertaining to business, that's a business letter or a business correspondence, no? Just prepare your letter, no? You can prepare your letter attached to an email as your cover letter, okay? Then send. No, ganun lang kadali, no? So you don't need to wait for a person. Hindi mo na kailangan maghintay para hintayin siya na maging hindi siya busy para ma-convey yung message. No, send an email, no? Send an email, i-message mo siya that you have a letter, no? And then the next day follow up mo. So you can have answers. You can have answers in a day or two, no? Hindi mo kailangang puntahan siya and make an appointment, makipag-meeting, hindi mo kailangan mag-travel. No? So this is an inexpensive and convenient form of communication. Okay. Who are the business correspondents? No? Sino-sino ba yung mga business correspondents? No? So business correspondents may correspondence. Business correspondents can include people or businesses who are in positions or are tasked to give or receive business information. So kahit sinong tao sa business, no, people or business, no, who can give or receive business information or business correspondence, no, even students, no. Business correspondence can include people and businesses who are in positions or are tasked to give and receive information. Okay. Next, who are these business correspondents? They may include individuals such as the president, the vice president, or chief operating officer, managers, or business entities such as company, business organizations, such as groups, may include the human resource department, the finance department, the legal department, or communications department. Business correspondence from the institutions such as PUP. No? PUP is classified as business. Okay? PUP may include faculty members, students, admins, the management, and other stakeholders such as the alumni. Okay? They may include government organizations, non-profit organizations, advocacy groups, and other social organizations. These are all tayo ay business correspondence. Lahat ng gumagawa ng business letter or business correspondence. Okay? Next, okay. The goal of business correspondence is to communicate accurately and effectively. Therefore, it is important to select the most appropriate format for the message and its recipients. Okay, so when we send a business correspondence, okay, or a business letter, it is not only that you represent, no, you are representing yourself. Lalo na kapag ikaw ang pumirma ng business letter, you are representing yourself. I signed it. So you have to be cautious and you have to give time to proofread it. Okay, to proofread for grammar, for content, no? Or for some revisions, for spelling or errors, no? Babasahin mo bago mo i-print or bago mo i-send, no? Ilang beses babasahin para, especially pag ikaw yung pipirma kasi ikaw ang naka-front dun sa business correspondence na yan, sa business letter na yan. Okay? So, you have to make it accurate. No, you have to convey or to communicate first. You have to make it accurate. And also, okay, it is also appropriate that you have the correct format. No, hindi lang, for example, nag-prepare ka ng letter, no? Nag-prepare ka ng letter dahil maiksi lang yung letter mo, ginawa mong double spacing para medyo malaki, no? So it's not that way, no? Meron tayong proper format. We have the standard format, which is, okay, follows the international standard. Okay? So here in PUP, we also follow the international standard. We also follow the ISO. No, we're using the A4 size of bond paper. No, so as advice. No, but in my presentation, we're using the short the bond paper 8.5 by 11 size. Okay, so it's not only you. And then if the letter has, as you can see, has the letterhead. Yung letterhead, yun yung nasa taas with the logo. Okay, if you are if your letter has a letterhead, it means that you belong, no, dun sa letterhead na yan. For example, PUP. Meron na ka ditong sample ng template ng PUP. If you send the letter using the letterhead of PUP, ibig sabihin, you are representing PUP. Kaya yung mga nag-OJT, kung bakit paulit-ulit na pinapapalitan pag may error, paulit-ulit na pinapapalitan ng professor, kasi siya yung pipirma. So it has to be accurate. No, it has to be the content must be accurate, the format must be correct, and because the teacher and the student are representing PUP kasi PUP template or PUP letterhead ang ginagamit. So if you are using a letterhead, for example, you are working in a company, no, letterhead ng company yung ginamit mo, so you are representing that company. Okay, so that's how a letterhead and a business correspondence works. So, huwag tayong basta-basta gagamit ng letterhead ng may letterhead, no? So, the importance of that letterhead is who used that, okay, is responsible. You are representing that letterhead, that logo, that the name of the company written on that letterhead. So that's the importance. Okay, you can also prepare a business letter without the letterhead, no? If you are not connected with any company or institution or organization. All right? So that's the importance of a letter with letterhead. The format of business correspondence is one of the most important factors in determining its success. Okay? Yung business letter mo, no matter how beautiful the content is, kapag mali-mali, for example, wrong spelling ng name ng sinusulatan mo. Okay? So medyo pag you are requesting something at mali yung pangalan niya, mali yung spelling niya, medyo ma-off ka doon or medyo magagalit. Nagre-request ka, mali naman yung pangalan ko, hindi mo man lang chinek, no? Those things, no? So, you have to make it accurate, no? The content must have correct grammar, correct spelling. Sabihin sa'yo, hindi man lang chinek, may error, no? So, aside from you are representing, okay, when you write a letter, aside from representing, no, kasi may logo. Aside from representing that organization, that institution like PUP, no, nire-represent mo, okay, you are also sending respect to the receiver. Yung receiver or recipient. When we say recipients, yun yung receiver. Okay? Receiver of the letter. No? You are also giving respect, no, to that person, to the receiver. Okay? Respeto din. Kasi kung mali ang spelling niya, parang it denotes that you are not respecting. Basta-basta mo na lang sinulat yung pangalan niya. Hindi ka man lang nag-research. Diba? So, hindi mo man lang chinek yung pangalan ng receiver. Okay? Mali-mali ang spelling. Okay? Ibig sabihin, it denotes that you are not prepared. You are not respecting. Bayaan mo na siya lang naman. Parang ganun ang send ng correspondence kung may mga error. Mali-mali ang spelling, bayaan mo na. Parang ganun ang ginawa mo. Hindi mo chinek, bayaan mo siya lang naman ang receiver. Parang ganun. So, to make it appear that you are respecting the receiver, make the correspondence correct, no error, or accurate or perfect. No, kami sa office administration, we always aim for perfection. Okay? Hanggat maaari, walang error. Kaya pag lumabas yung letter namin nang may error, naku, taranta na kami dyan. Napapahiya kami pagka ganon. So that's how when we send business correspondence, dapat yan ay perfect, accurate, especially the name of the receiver, the name of the company. All right? The format of business correspondence is one of the most important factors. The right format will help you get your message across. No? So, madaling sagutin, no? Sasagutin nila kaagad, especially kung walang error, no? Masasagot nila, walang problema. Ay, tsaka mo nasagutin yan kasi daming error, hindi man lang chinek, no? Those things baka nga hindi sagutin. Baka nga hindi ibigay yung request mo. Okay? Okay, with that, no? Ibig sabihin, hindi mo inayos. Okay? Let's move on. Now, let's go to formatting business letters. Now, but before we go to business letters, meron lang akong review, no? In preparing or in keyboarding, no? Meron lang akong review. Mabilis lang to. Before we go to business letters. Okay? Kasi, magpre-prepare ka ng business letter. Okay? How are you going to use the keyboard? No? Yun sa mga office ad, I'm sure alam na nila ito. Okay? So, let's start with how do you prepare? Lesson 1, mabilis lang, getting ready to type. So, as you can see here, I have here the proper keyboarding techniques. No? Sit up straight, feet flat on the floor, hindi naka-cross leg. The body is centered to or with the machine. So, dapat naka-center. And elbows bent, side, fingers curved, resting on home row keys, thumbs resting at spacebar, and eyes on monitor, on your monitor. Okay? On the other side, okay, getting ready to key is clearing your work area with needed materials. Okay? Pag magta-type ka ng business correspondence mo, kailangan clear. Okay? Or ang nandyan lang sa tabi mo yung mga documents na kakailanganin mo in preparing the business letter or business correspondence. Okay? Prepare your equipment, computer, desktop, or a typewriter. Okay? Take proper position in typing. So, kanina yun ang sinabi ko, dapat proper position. Okay? Sit erect. What is the proper position in typing? Sit erect. Hips back in the chair. Not resting. No? Hindi naka-rest, hindi nakasandal dun sa. Okay, enough na nakadikit lang yung back mo pero hindi naka-rest or nakasandal. Center body with the machine. Lean body slightly forward. Okay, hindi malayo pero tama lang para maging straight yung kamay mo. Okay, place both feet flat on the floor. Relax your shoulders. Let your arms and elbows hang comfortably close to the body. Eyes on copy. No, ibig sabihin, nakatingin ka lang dun sa copy, not on the keyboard. Kaya ba yan? Okay, so sa department namin, no, kinakaya namin, especially the students, no, kinakaya yung walang tingin sa keyboard, no? Or mag-glance lang sa keyboard. Memorize na yung keyboard. Okay? So eyes on copy, place your copy at the right, keep it elevated for better reading. Curve fingers appropriately. Mamaya may picture ako dyan kung paano mo i-curve yung fingers mo. Okay? Fingers curve and upright. The tips ng finger, no? Tips resting light above the home keys. So ano ba yung home keys? No, keep wrist low but not touching or resting on the machine. So pag nagta-type ka daw, dapat yung wrist mo hindi dumidikit sa keyboard, sa laptop, or sa machine. Okay? Keep wrist low but not touching or resting on the machine. Forearms parallel to keyboard. So dapat pantay yung kamay mo. Relax your body, arms, and fingers every after 30 minutes. Okay? Move on. Okay. Okay. Lesson 2 natin. Okay. The home row keys. No, dapat yung kamay mo daw nasa home row keys. Okay, so yung tip ng fingers natin dapat nasa, okay, your fingers rest on when not typing. No, kapag hindi ka nagta-type, dapat, or mag-uumpisa ka pa lang mag-type, dapat nandun yung kamay mo sa ASDF, JKL, semicolon. Okay, so mga BSOA, alam nila yan. Okay, your left hand, ASDF, and your right hand are JKL and semicolon. For both hands, the thumbs rest on the space bar. So yung thumb dapat nasa space bar. So ilan kaya sa atin dito ang gumagamit ng 5 fingers or the 10 fingers when typing, when using a keyboard or typing? No? So dapat lahat ng fingers natin ay gumagana. Okay? By positioning your hands correctly on the home row keys, you can memorize where all other keys on the keyboard are located. Okay? Kapag tama yung home row keys mo, madali mo nang memorize o memorize ng kamay mo yung next line ng keyboard, ng letters. Okay? So let's continue. Why should fingers be placed on home row keys? Bakit kailangan? Nakalagay, okay, as you can see here, look at the fingers here. Faster type because placing your fingers on the home row keys helps increase your typing speed. Siyempre, mas mabilis kung 10 mga daliri. No? 10 mga daliri ang ginagamit natin sa pagta-type. No? Kesa 2, 3, 'di ba? Yung iba, ilan sa atin dyan? 3 lang ang ginagamit. No? When I was teaching keyboarding, no, tinanong ko yung mga estudyante bago ako mag-start ng klase, ilan sa inyo ang nagta-type using 4 fingers? 4 lang. 4 na fingers. Ito lang. 2 lang. Okay? Ito lang. 2 dito, 2 dyan. Okay? May mga nagtaas. Okay? Ilan ang speed? Mataas po, mabilis po ako. How many are using 6? Okay, meron din. Nung tinanong ko, how many are using 8 and 10? Aba, wala. Okay? Sino kaya ang mas mabilis? Using 3, 4, 5 fingers or 8 fingers, 9 fingers, or 10 fingers? Siyempre yung mas marami, mas mabilis. But by practice, okay, you can use all your fingers. No, practicing lang, magamit lahat ng fingers in typing. Okay? Faster typing relies on each finger, pressing specific keys that are nearby. So without having to move your whole hand, hindi mo kailangang igalaw yung, 'di ba kung minsan nagkakabuhol-buhol na yung kamay sa pagta-type, no? But if you're using it, smooth ang pagta-type mo. Okay? By positioning your hands correctly on the home row keys, you can memorize where all other keys on the keyboard are located. Okay? Now, look at this. No? Okay, ito dapat ang itsura ng kamay nyo when you're using a computer keyboard. Okay? As you can see, hindi lang dito sa Pilipinas tinuturo ito. So in other countries, lalo na ang libro natin ay international. So, ibig sabihin, ito rin yung tinuturo nila sa ibang bansa. Okay? So, this is the standard format around the world. Okay? So, you have to carve your fingers appropriately. Okay? Fingers curved and upright. No? Naka-curve daw yung kamay. As you can see, naka-curve, diba? Okay? Pointed yung bones natin dito sa finger natin. Okay, fingers curved and upright. the tips resting lightly above the home keys. Light lang. No? So, ang i-move lang ay yung keys lang. Ito lang ang i-move. Keep wrist low but not touching the machine. At sinabi kanina. Forearms parallel. As you can see, walang nakabaluktot dun sa kamay. No? As you can see here, the wrist is straight. Okay, nakita nyo may guhit na yellow. So the wrist is straight. Okay, kasi kung yan ay nakaliko, look at the third picture. Kung merong nakaliko dyan at matagal kang nagtatype, sasakit yung kamay mo. So there will be a pain. You will feel a pain kapag matagal ka nagtatype at nakabaluktot yung kamay mo. And isa pa, hindi magandang tingnan kapag nagkakabuhol-buhol ang kamay mo kapag nagtatype. So it's good to see or look at you when you're typing typing smoothly on the keyboard. So by practice, no, sinabi ko na sa inyo kung anong technique. All you have to do is to practice. Okay? So relax your body, arms, and fingers every after 30 minutes of typing. Right? It's up to you if you will follow because this is for you. Okay, next. Ito yung finger assignment, color-coded. No? Color-coded na siya. So makikita mo yung color na purple ay para sa little finger on the left side. The S, the D, the F. On the right side, we have the green, the blue, the fuchsia or pink, and the yellow. No, yan yung assignment ng fingers that if you will practice, first you practice the home keys, yung A, S, D, F, J, K, L, and then the rest will follow. Okay? Color-coded na yan. So, ito pala ang mag-type ng I, number 1, Q, A, Z. Okay? This one. Ito pala ang mag-type ng 3, W, S, K. So those things, no, by practice, dahan-dahan. So practice first with accuracy, no. So yun yung technique. Proper key hand positions and speed will follow. Okay, you do it first gradually, no, unti-unti. Ito pala yung A, S, D, F, and then the rest will follow. Okay? So, okay. It can take time to get used to new finger positions, no? Medyo matagal na practice. But, dahil alam nyo na, practicein natin. Okay? So, let's move on. Okay. Now, the keyboarding rules, no? Meron tayong rules, rules for spacing with punctuation marks. So this rule, no, detect ito ng computer. Ibig sabihin, kapag hindi nyo sinunod ito when you're using or typing, especially when you're preparing a business letter at hindi nyo sinunod itong punctuation marks, magkakaroon ng error. Makikita nyo maraming red or green, no? Pag merong red or green under, when you're preparing a business letter, it means that may error yan. Okay, so you take, ano kayang error nito? Yung spacing. Okay, so the punctuation marks, the computer follows the keyboarding rules for spacing with punctuation marks. Let's start with bullet 2. Okay, 2 spaces after a period at the end of a sentence. So pag after a sentence, may period, dalawang space or dalawang enter. Right? Okay. Next, pag semicolon, 1 space after. Okay? Pag dinalawan mo yung dalawang space yan, error yan. Okay? So, madedetect yan ng computer na sobra ka sa space. Okay? Next. Okay? After a colon, 2 spaces after. So, enter lang siya. Sorry. Space bar. Okay? Space bar rather. Okay? Colon, hyphen. No space before or after. Usually, pag ginamit natin yung hyphen, before, there's a space after, hyphen, and then space na naman. But the rule is, no space before or after. Alright? Question mark. 2 spaces after, exclamation point, 2 spaces after. Dalawang space bar yun. Okay? Now, going back to number 1, space after a period within an abbreviation. Okay, so PhD, wala siyang space. Okay, one space after a period lang siya. Okay, then, okay, wala siyang period, no? One space after a period following an abbreviation with initials. Okay, Mrs. Period, space, no? Cruz. Okay, J for an initial, name initial, no? J space R period. Okay, so let's move on. Okay, for your practice, no, we have the Typing Master 11. This is an application when you want to type correctly. Okay, this type, medyo may limited siya kasi may bayad. No? So yung limited practice nila, they can detect kung mali ang kamay mo. Okay? So you can practice using the Typing Master 11 with the proper key hand position. Pag mali yung kamay mo, madedetect niya error yon kasi pabilis ng pabilis yun. Okay? So you can use this and type gradually using the correct typing technique. All right? Okay, let's move on to the business correspondence, and one of the most commonly used business correspondence is the business letter. Okay, when you're writing a business letter, it's important to use the correct format. Okay, so dapat tama hindi lang yung content, but also the format. Okay, this is just as important as the content of the letter itself. Review some visual examples and discover some must-know writing tips that will prepare you to complete correctly formatted business letters that get results. No? Na-check ko yung ibang mga business correspondence sa internet, pero marami ng variation. Some are correct, some are not. That's why it's easy to go back to the basic. No? When you know the basic, no, pwede mo siyang i-modify or i-improve or i-enhance. Okay? Pwede naman yun. Okay? But let us learn the basics here. Because this is sabi ko nga kanina, this is the international standard. Okay? The international standard or the formal or the original standard, no? Kung minsan, ina-adjust lang natin, but still we go back to the basic. Okay? Next. So let us review the different parts of a business letter. I know you know this, but review lang natin. So dito sa kabila, you have a sample. No? So parts of the business letter, of course, the sender's address. The sender, kung ikaw ang gagawa ng letter, you are the sender. Okay? When you're not using a letterhead, the first thing on the page should be the sender's name and address. No? Kung walang letterhead, okay, you're not connected with any company or you're writing a personal letter, so dapat yung address mo, yung address mo, yun yung unang itatype mo. Okay? So i-check na lang natin later yan, no? Meron tayong sample niyan. Okay? Sender's address, of course, the date should follow a blank line below the sender's address. Write out the month, use numerals for the day and year, leave a comma between the day and the year. Okay, so you must use the current date when you are going to send the email within the day. No, kung isa-send mo yung letter mo or yung mail mo today or currently, dapat date the current date. You use the current date. If you're going to send the email tomorrow, okay, you date the correspondence tomorrow. Date it when you are going to mail it. Okay? So clear tayo dyan. Okay? So recipient's address, of course, kung sino yung receiver. Okay? Recipient's address should begin just below a blank line after the date. Okay? Leave another blank after the address. Okay? Next is the greetings or the salutation. Again, then we have the body of the letter, complementary clause, and enclosures. Okay, actually, meron pang enclosures, meron pang reference initial. Okay, so this is just a review. Okay, Business letters are prepared on letterhead, mostly, no, on a stationery which has the company name, address, telephone number. Let's look at the example here. Okay, so this is a business letter with a letterhead or with a logo. With a letterhead, with logo, but the address is at the bottom. Okay? Business letters are prepared on letterhead, stationery at the top edge, usually at the header. So, mamaya, i-explain ko sa inyo yung foundation kung paano nag-set up ng margin ang computer, saan naka-base yung margins na naka-default sa computer. No? So later, I'll explain that. Bakit yung computer may set up margin na, may set up header na, meron ng footer, no? Naka-set up na or naka-default na. Ano ang basis nito? Okay? Sometimes, katulad ng sinabi ko kanina, the address and telephone numbers are typed at the bottom of the paper or in the footer. So alam niyo yung footer, alam niyo yung header, right? Okay, sa computer natin yan. Computer subjects yan. Nung high school or nung college kayo, kung if you are an alumni or faculty or a admin. Okay? Next. Okay, this is another sample of a business letter with letterhead. Okay? So this is the template of PUP. You don't use this template if you are going to write a letter outside, especially if you are not authorized. No, okay. This template are used only with authorized person, with authorized signatory. Okay, the faculty members, especially sa OJT, susulat kayo, so you will use the letterhead of PUP. Okay? As you can see here, the letterhead of PUP, meron tayong PUP logo. Then you have the Bagong Pilipinas. This is the new template, no? So we have the ISO there, the Socotec. Then the address and the tagline, the country's first Polytechnic U. Okay? So this is the body of the letter. Okay? So yeah, I'm showing you here the business letter. The business letterhead. Okay? So this is how they do this letterhead. Okay. Business letter, if a letter is sent on a plain stationery, okay, plain stationery dahil hindi connected sa company, ano ba yung mga letter na hindi connected sa company? You are writing a personal letter or an application letter. For example, susulat ka sa Meralco, para mag-complain, no? Susulat ka sa Meralco para mag-complain, no? Hindi siya letterhead, no? A simple bond paper, no? Walang letterhead. So kung walang letterhead, you have to type the return address at the top. Okay? A return address must be keyed immediately above the date, no? Before the date, no? Meron siyang return address. Okay? And if you are planning to apply, prepare a letter of application or a job application letter, okay, ganun din, meron siyang return address at the top, just above the date. Okay? Sabi nga, no, the success of the communication depends upon the business correspondence. No? Kung tama ang yung business correspondence that requires, that needs, okay, that requiring an answer or requiring asking for approval, no, not only the content but also how the letter look. Okay, the letter must be accurate. Kanina sabi ko accurate, precise, no, the format is correct. Paano mo malalaman na tama yung format mo? Okay, paano nga ba? By just looking at the letter. If you're going to look at this letter, tama yung kanyang format. Okay, makikita mong tama yung format niya kasi maayos, naka-center yung letter. Hindi mataas sa top margin, hindi mababa sa bottom margin. Sa side ganun din, no? Pantay na pantay, gitnang-gitna. So that's how. It's like you're putting a picture in a frame. So ganun dapat ang itsura. Pag hindi ganun ang itsura ng business letter nyo, ibig sabihin may mali sa formatting. Okay? So may mali sa formatting. So kung alam nyo na after ng training natin, nakinig kayo, no? After ng training, alam nyo na, dapat pala ang business letter para malaman mong tama yung format. Kailangan pag natapos mo siya, nakagitna siya. Diba? Ipi-preview mo siya. Okay? So pag preview mo, nakita mo pantay na pantay. Top, bottom, okay? Top, bottom, side margins, pantay siya. Okay lang yun sa right margin na hindi pantay-pantay kasi hindi siya naka-justified. Okay lang yan. Basta yung nandito sa gilid, okay? Nasa left side or sa left margin ay pantay na pantay. Alright? Bottom, top, bottom, hindi malaki sa taas, hindi malaki sa baba. Nasa gitna. So, pag ganyan yung business letter ninyo, you can assure na tama yung format mo. Alright? Pero paano natin itatama? Saan ako magsisimula? Okay? So, but before that, let us differentiate. No, there are different letter formats. Marami yan. Okay? But these are the common. We have the full black, the modified black, and the semi-black. Okay? So you can see, tignan nyo siya. Okay? The full black, kita nyo, left aligned. No? Pantay na pantay dun sa left. Doon naman sa modified black, no, makikita nyo, ano ba yung difference ng black? Ano ba yung difference ng modified black? Ano ba yung gagamitin ko? Okay? Now, sa modified black, as I said, no, pantay na pantay, left align. Doon naman sa full black rather. Doon naman sa modified black, makita mo, yung date, yung address niya ay nandun nag-start dun sa center. No? From the center, okay, from the center or +5, from the center +5, ay doon naman ilalagay yung date, no? Medyo nakapasok, nakagitna yung date, okay? And then dapat pantay siya, yung sincerely yours, pantay siya doon sa date. Now, doon naman sa semi-black, naka-indent yung paragraph. Okay? Naka-indent yung paragraph niya. Okay? So, pwede mo siyang once you know the standards, pwede mo siyang i-modify. Okay? So, modified black, modified semi-black, no? So, those things. But these are yung basic. Ito yung basic. Okay? For example, this is the full black. No? Nakita niyo yung full black. Yung side niya, pantay-pantay. Yung date niya, nag-start sa left margin. Okay? Beer mat Zhang. Okay, naka-left align, pati sa sincerely, hanggang dun sa signatory ay pantay na pantay dun sa left margin. Okay, most companies prepare their business correspondence in black format kasi wala ka nang isi-set up na margin. Okay? Kung ang computer naka-set up, because the computer naka-set up yan sa 1-inch top margin, 1-inch top bottom margin, both side 1 inch yan. Okay? So wala ka nang isi-set up, ita-type mo na lang yung business letter and then tapos na siya, full black. Kaya maraming gumagamit ito para wala nang set up. Okay? So you can use, pwede nyo nang gamitin ito. Like the students, no? Gustong-gusto nilang gamitin itong ganito dahil wala nang bilang-bilang, wala nang setup. But it's okay. So it is a standard format. Okay? Next. The full black, ito, meron ditong spacing, no? May nakalagay, but dun sa next natin, i-explain ko sa inyo kung ano yung mga spacing. Okay? The black format is typically used for business letters. Okay? The entire text entire text is left aligned, no? So nandun lahat sa left aligned. And single spaces. Lahat ng business letters walang magdo-double spacing ng business letter, dapat single spacing. Magdo-double spacing lang every after a paragraph. Okay, single yan. Baka naman maigsi lang yung letter ninyo, dinoble space nyo kasi para yung spacing. No. Okay? So single spacing lang dapat yan. Okay, ang business letter. Okay? So meron yang spacing, but I'll explain, medyo maliit kasi, so I'll explain that later. Okay. Okay. This is the modified block format. Ito naman yung modified kanina, left align. Okay? So ito naman yung modified. The address, the return address is at nag-start siya sa center. Okay? Sometimes from the center nag-a-add pa ng 5 spaces. Okay? Pag kinlik nyo kasi yung ruler, yung ruler sa computer, pag kinlik nyo yan, may lalabas dyan na parang line, no? Parang ruler din yan, no? Parang line para ma-check na yung kanyang alignment, no? Dapat katapat siya ng closing remarks or yung sincerely yours. Okay? So the address, the return address, the date, sincerely yours, name, positions, no? Dapat yan ay pantay. Okay? Kaya nga yung iba gusto nila black para wala ng setup na ganito. But this is modified. This is being used. Okay? This is another format. This is another standard. Some, like ako, gusto ko yung ganitong format. No? Para may variation. No? Para kasing, for me, no, personally, pag naka-full black, parang very formal. Pag modified, medyo relax ng konti. No? Especially kung hindi naman masyadong urgent or masyadong nagmamadali yung iyong letter. No? Medyo may relax ng konti. Kasi pag full black, alam mo, parang rigid, parang gano'n. Okay? So sa akin lang yan personal. So I want the modified black format. Okay? So ito okay, itatab mo lang siya para makarating ka sa center or center plus 5. So isa pang tab, no? Kasi pag nag-tab ka, lalabas parang sa computer nasa number 3 or 3.5. Okay? So 3 or 3.5, doon mo ilalagay yung return address, yung date, no? Pantay-pantay siya hanggang sa closing signatory positions, pantay-pantay siya. So that's modified. Okay? Next. Okay, then the modified block format is a variation of the block format. It is modified by moving the date line and the closing lines from the left margin to the center point of the page or add 5 spaces from the center point. Paragraphs may be indented. No? Dito sa modified block, pwedeng i-indent. No? Pwedeng i-indent yung paragraphs. Okay, i-modify mo. Okay, ako kasi, I'm using the modified and then naka-indent, no? So parang pinaghalo mo yung modified black format at saka yung semi-black kasi ini-indent ko yung paragraphs, no? Pwede yon. Okay? But in this example, yung standard ay kahit hindi siya naka-indent yung paragraph. Okay? Remember 3.5, no? Dun sa computer natin meron dong ruler, no? And then pag kinlik mo, mapapantay niya, i-check niya kung pantay yung date at saka yung sincerely yours or yung closing remarks, the name and the positions. Dun sa kapila naman yung reference initials, medyo maliit lang, but meron tayong sample na medyo malinaw. Okay? So next. This is the semi-block format. Okay? So ito hindi masyadong ginagamit. Okay? But I'm using this, sabi ko nga kanina, modified na naka-indent. So that's semi-block format. Okay? So there is a letterhead here. Okay, Doc? Meron siyang letterhead, meron siyang address. Wala lang siyang logo, but this is also a letterhead. Okay, so kasya naman yung address niya. So yung letterhead nilalagay siya dun sa header, no? Okay. Then you have the date. The date, okay, naka-modified yung date. The address, okay? the salutation or the greetings, naka-indent yung paragraph. Yung indentation niya, isang tab lang. Okay, ito medyo sobra yung tab, parang dalawa. No? So ako kasi, I know how to check. No? How to check the business letter. Kaya alam ko kung 2 beses ba yan or 3 beses ba yan na pinrest yung tab or yung spacing niya sobra. Okay? So here, I can see na sobra yung spacing niya, yung address after the date. Okay? So those things, no? So ito yung semi-block format, variation ng modified block format. Okay? So yan. So pwede niyong gamitin ito. Okay? Next, anyway, this PowerPoint presentation, no, as a gift sa inyo, no, ibibigay ko ito. Para pag kayo ay nasa opisina na, pwede nyo itong pwede nyong i-guide. Nasa office or nagwo-work na kayo. Or, if you are a student, okay, student council ka or member ka ng org, no, ito yung guide mo on how to prepare the business letter. Okay? Para madali ma-approve yung iyong request, no? Kailangan tama, no? I remember yung aming former dean, no? Talagang chine-check niyang mabuti. Because during her time, lahat ng subject, lahat ng program may keyboarding. Kaya hanggang bago siya mag-retire na naging dean namin siya, chine-check na talaga yung mga business letters. No? Kapag may mali, ay, nagwawala. Pagka mali na naman ang business letters, mali ang format. No? Hindi siya sa content nagagalit kasi template yun. Pare-pareho kami ng content, especially the OJT. Okay? Pero yung format, dun siya, ay, mali na naman ang format. Okay? Pakituruan nga, blah, blah, blah. Those are those things. Okay? So, because yung sa OJT, yung letter natin sa OJT, pag pinandala mo, okay, PUP yan. No? So, isa-sign ng OJT coordinator and this will be signed by the dean also. So, the dean and by the dean or the chairperson and the faculty coordinator. Sila magsasign. So this represents these people, the students, the chairperson, the dean, no, it is represented by that letter. No, kapag pinadala mo yun, dapat accurate. Pag mali-mali ang format, mali-mali ang content, no, ano ba naman ang PUP? Buti sana ko ang papagalitan yung bata. No? Pero ano ba naman yan ang PUP? So that's why very careful kami when it comes to preparing endorsement letter ng bata para sa OJT. Because we are signing. No? Kami yung nagsasign. Pag mali-mali yan, kaya pag talagang naaawa kami sa bata kapag may mali na naman, Ma'am, hindi talaga pwede. Kailangang itama nyo because ako yung pipirma. The dean will sign. No, dapat walang mali kasi kaming dalawa ang magre-represent ng PUP. No, so that's why ulitin mo 'yan, no? Make it accurate, no? So here. Now, let's go back. I-detalye muna natin kung paano tayo magpe-prepare at paano yung margining ng computer, no? A short bond paper or letter size paper, okay, is ang size niya 8.5 by 11. Kaya hindi ito yung A4, ito yung regular bond paper. No, ang size niya 8.5 by 11 inches, no? 1 inch, no, the 8.5 yan. 1 inch is ng 11 inches is equals to 6 lines or 6 vertical lines. Okay? So pag sinabi nating ang margin, ang top margin ay 1 inch sa taas, 1 inch sa bottom, and side margins, 1 inch din. So, 6 lines na kagad yun. So, yung nasa header, from the edge, 6 lines na kagad yun. Okay? So, hindi mo natatypan yun kasi nasa header na yun, hindi ka naman pwede mag-type sa header kasi yun na yung margin. Okay? Sa bottom, ganun din. Hindi ka na pwedeng mag-type after ng 1 inch kasi naka-black na yon sa footer. So, minus yung 11 inches, no? 11 inches, 1 inch is equals to 6 lines. So, that's 66 lines or 66 vertical lines. Okay? So, yung top margin mo yung lahat ng lines from the edge up to the bottom edge, 66 lines. So kung may 1 inch margin ka na sa taas, may 1 inch margin ka na sa baba, ma-minus mo na yon. So ang line of writing mo na lang minus the top margin and the bottom margin ay minus 12, di ba? 66 minus 12. So nasa 48, no? Tama ba? Magkamali pa ako ng computation. So yun na lang ang natitira, no? Kasi na-minus mo na yung 12, no? 54, no? Okay. So 8.5 inch in a sheet of paper. So yung sizes niya, no, depende yung characters niya, no? Dapat ay 10 ang size niya, no? Kung Arial ang gagamitin, Arial usually yung ka-size ng sa bond paper yung per character. So Arial. Okay? Arial 10 or 11. Yun yung sakto sa bilang. Okay? So next. So I'm showing you here, no, hindi natin i-discuss kasi medyo maliit siya. Okay, but I'm showing you this or in-include ko siya para kapag may guide kayo, para may guide. So pwede niyo siyang palakihan, no, or pwede niyo makita kung ano ba yung nakalagay doon kasi guide 'yan eh. For example, saan ba ako magi-start pag nag-type ako ng isang business letter or correspondence? May nakalagay na numbering doon sa taas. Ito, palalakihin nyo lang siya para makita nyo. But meron akong sample dito. So this is the basis. Okay? So vertical spacing. Now, when you type, pag sinabing single spacing, okay. So dun sa baba, dun sa white space, no? This is single spacing. So, ibig sabihin, walang blank line. No? Dikit-dikit siya. Single spacing. That is how you will type the business correspondence. Single spacing. Okay? Now, on the next column, this is double spacing. So, in some instances, reading the paragraph, such as manuscripts or report, it is customary to double space. Okay, so double spacing is there is one blank line. Okay, so this blank line, double blank line, spacing. So may isang space, no? May isang blank line, okay, or blank space. Okay, pag sinabing double spacing. For example, nagpapagawa ng business report ang teacher mo or ang supervisor mo. At sabi niya, make it double spacing for me to be able to correct it properly. Okay, so meron pa akong draft, no? Draft pa lang yan, i-double space mo. Okay, so ito yung gagawin mo. This is double spacing. So may one blank line. Okay, now, for headings, no? Yung mga title, business report, headings, tapos sasabihin niya, triple spacing. Kasi pag nag-title ka, kunyari business report, title, triple spacing after, bago ka mag-start ng manuscript or bago ka mag-start ng report mo. Okay? So this is triple spacing. There is 2 blank lines. Okay? Triple spacing. Now, in business correspondence, hindi lang siya nakasama dito, merong quadruple spacing or QS. Okay? So, dun sa other pages, pag nakita nyo may nakalagay na QS, that is quadruple spacing. Ibig sabihin, you will click the enter, okay, you will click the enter 4 times. Okay, 4 times quadruple spacing. So, you will have 3 blank lines. Okay, so mamaya maiintindihan nyo kung bakit meron single, double, triple, quadruple. Okay, so babalikan natin ito. Okay, next. Okay, top margin setting, na-explain ko na yan kanina. So sometimes merong 6 inches or 1 inch, merong 1.5 inch and 2 inches. Okay, 1.5 inches and 2 inches, no? So, meron tayong margin setting yan. Okay, next. So, ito yung sinasabi ko kanina na yung 1 inch ay equal to 6 lines or 6 spaces. Okay? So yung header natin, so meron yung 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No? Yung header natin. Ibig sabihin, yung line of writing natin, di ba? Pag magta-type tayo, nasan yung cursor? Yung unang-unang line of writing ng cursor. Line 7 na agad yun. Okay? Nakuha ba natin? Pag nag-type ka sa computer, yung first line, line 7 yun. Okay? So, i-connect natin siya later. So, basta meron ka ng line 6. Basta meron ka ng 6 lines, no? Nandun yun sa header. Okay? Bakit ko sinasabi yan? Okay, let's see. Okay, wait lang. Bakit nandito? Okay, so hindi to. Not this one. Second page na agad. Okay, company name kaagad. Okay, so ito yon. Top margin. Line 7 na kaagad. No? So, pag sinabing 1 inch, ang line of writing natin kasi agad, line 7. Pag 1.5, ang top margin, line 10. Pag 2 inches, line 30 na kaagad. Okay? But magpo-focus lang tayo sa line 7. Okay? Next. When you prepare a business letter, okay, you have to know or to learn how to judge its length. Yun yung unang-una mong gagawin. Yung length niya. No? Yung length niya, kung ito ay long ba, no? Paano mo masasabi if it is a long letter? A long letter has 4 or more paragraphs. No? Pag 4 na yung paragraphs, long na siya. Kapag short letter, meron siyang 2 paragraphs. Okay? Fewer than 100 words. Kung 2 paragraphs nga mahaba naman, dun ka sa number of words. Okay? And an average length letter has at least 3 paragraphs. No, 3 paragraphs are about 100 to 200 words. No? Pag nagta-type ka naman, makikita mo yung number of words sa baba. So kapag more than 200 words ka na long na yon. Okay? Ibig sabihin, because sabi nga natin, binilang na natin yung number of lines. Okay? Yung line of writing sa papel, no? Sa bond paper. Pag more than 200 words long ka na, more than that, magsa-second page ka na. Kaya pag 200 words naman, long na yon. Okay? So you should be able to detect or check kung ito ay short, long, or average length. No? Importante yon pag gumagawa ka ng business letter. Pag maigsi lang, okay. So let's look at the letter placement table. Kapag short, no? Okay. Never mind the variable side margin kasi naka-default na ang computer natin sa 1 inch margin. Okay? So as you can see here, standard side margin, computer default, 1 inch na siya. Okay? So yung short letter, tatandaan na lang natin, mag-i-start siya sa line 18. Yung date line niya, mag-i-start sa line 18. Okay? So tandaan nyo, kapag short letter, mag-i-start kang maglagay. Kasi yung date ang una mong ilalagay sa business letter. So yung date ang magsiset ng top margin mo. Okay? Kapag nakikita mo, ay maigsi lang ito. So mag-i-start ako line 18. Okay? Ay average length, mag-i-start ako sa line 16. Pag long, line 14 ako mag-i-start. So ito yung tatandaan nyo. So ito yung guide nyo. Okay? Dahil you are just learning or napag-aralan nyo na, kung naaral nyo na, okay lang yan. So dun sa ngayon pa lang nadidiscover or ngayon pa lang natutunan, itong line 18, nagbibilang tayo ng lines, line 18, line 16, line 14, para ma-sure natin na naka-center yung ating letter. Okay, so hindi ka na, paano ba, itataas ko ba to, ibababa ko ba to? Pero kung yung na-determine mo na short ito, I'll start at line 18, you can be sure na nasa center na yung letter mo. Okay, so meron ka ng 90% na naka-center yung letter mo or yung business letter mo. Okay, so this will be your guide. Okay, pero pag expert ka na, hindi mo na kailangan magbilang. Alam mo na, short letter ito, dito ako mag-i-start. No? Expert na, hindi mo na kailangan magbilang. But kung ngayon pa lang tayo nag-aaral, kayo, no? So magbibilang muna tayo. So mula sa line 7, line of writing, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Dito pala ako mag-i-start ng date line. Okay? Clear ba yon? Okay. Okay, next. Medyo nagugulo lang ang aking, teka lang ha, medyo nagulo lang ang aking letter. Okay. Okay. Balikan ko lang yung iba. Medyo nag-adjust ako. Wait lang. Okay. Ayan. Ayan. Okay. So, let's see. Yung malinaw, yung medyo malinaw. Ayan. So dito, medyo nag-adjust lang yung aking ang aking slides, no? Okay, wait lang. Hanapin ko lang yun. Balikan natin. Okay? So this full black. Okay. Okay, so nakikita niyo dito sa full black, itong sample na to, ito yung basic, no, from the book, from the international book, no. Okay, kanina, sabi ko nga, balikan natin, na-determine nyo na kung short yan or an average. So this letter is an average size letter. Medyo, please bear with me, no. Medyo hindi siya clear, nakatagilid, but makikita niya, explain ko na lang. This is an average size black format, no? Black format siya dahil naka-left aligned lahat. Okay? Meron siyang letterhead. So the letterhead, okay na yan, no? Huwag nating galawin yan. But dahil you have determined that this is an average size of letter, at yung average, sabi natin, yung date line. So, ang mag-uumpisa ka, diba, sa date. No? Lalagyan mo, the business letter starts with the date. Okay? So, tignan natin. Sabi natin, pag average, ito yung size niya. Okay? Tignan natin. Okay. Pag average, sabi natin, mag-i-start sa line 16. Pag short, line 18. Line 14. Dun sa example ko kanina, mag-i-start siya sa line 16. Okay, going back. Okay. Okay, ayan. Okay. After the date, ito ba yun? Okay, pero okay lang yan. Okay. After the date, IQS, quadruple spacing. So sabi ko nga, standard yan. Quadruple spacing, mula dun sa date, mag-e-enter ka ng 4 na beses. Dahil quadruple, di ba? 1, 2, 3, 4. Hindi siya triple, but quadruple. Okay, quadruple, 1, 2, 3, 4, you have 3 blank spaces. Okay, so that's normal. Okay, that's the standard actually. Okay, so QS. And next is the letter address. So you type the letter address. Okay, make sure na tama ang pangalan at ang position ng susulatan nyo, including the address. Okay? So after before the letter address is QS, no, 4, may 3 blank line. Then after the letter address or of the recipient, double spacing. Okay? So dear Mr. Arbecky, so that's double spacing. Okay? Next is after ng dear Miss Arbecky is double spacing. Okay? You type the body of the letter after every paragraph, double spacing. Okay. After the body of the letter, double spacing. Then, the complimentary close or the closing remarks. So, you have there, sincerely yours, double spacing then. Okay? But for the space, for the signatory, quadruple spacing ulit. Okay? So, dalawa lang ang quadruple. After the date, at after the complementary close. The rest, single spacing and double spacing. Double spacing after every paragraph. Okay? So after the paragraph, sincerely yours is double spacing, then sincerely yours quadruple spacing. Okay? A space for the signatory. Okay? So you type there the writer's name, Miss Muriel Werther. Okay? Then position, administrative assistant. So that's the position. And then after that, double spacing. And then you have the reference initial. So yung reference initial, kung sino yung nag-prepare ng letter. Hindi siya yung signatory ha, siya yung nag-prepare ng letter. Okay, so that's the reference, no? Reference initials, no? Kung ang pangalan niya, for example, Janet R. Martinez. Okay? So JRM. Okay? Reference initials. So pag if you are going to get a copy, no? Kailangan ko ng copy. Sino bang gumawa nito? Sino signatory? Si Miss Muriel. Pag wala si Miss Muriel, sino yung nag-type? Kanino mo kukunin? Itong si JRM. So that's the reference. Siya yung gumawa. Sino ba yung, usually, di ba, pag naghahanap tayo ng business letter, sasabihin natin, sino bang gumawa nito? Pag may error, sino bang gumawa nito? Okay? So makikita mo dyan, merong reference initial. So if you're the one who prepared the letter, okay, kahit na dun sa babang-baba pa yan, no? For example, ang daming enclosure, attachment, marami nakalagay, huwag mong kakalimutan kahit sa dulo pa yan, yung iyong reference initial. Alright? Okay, so this will be your guide. So if you have questions, na later, i-discuss natin. Okay? Okay. Balik na ulit tayo. Let's for content, okay? Okay, now, kapag mahaba, no, masyadong mahaba yung letter mo at kailangan mong nasa second page ka. Okay, second page na. No, more than 200 words, nakita mo dun sa side, more than 200 words na yung tinatype mo. Okay? The second two-page letter in black format, the second and succeeding pages, no? Kung 3 pages pa yan, okay? But the second and succeeding pages of a letter should contain a heading consisting of the name of the person to whom the letter is addressed. No? Okay, this is addressed to Mr. Rex West, buyer, plus the position. Okay, the heading and the address. Okay. The name of the person to whom the letter is addressed, the page number, wala palang address, sorry. Okay, whom the letter is addressed, no? This is a letter to Mr. Rex West Buyer, page 2, okay? And the date, March 15, 2020, okay? So don't forget, usually ito yung nakakalimutan natin. So this is, marami ako nakikitang ganito, na kapag second page, dapat meron kang heading. No, para masiguro mo na ito ay kadugtong nung letter mo kay Mr. Rex Buyer, okay? Ay page 2 nung letter mo kay Mr. Rex West Buyer dated March 15, 2020. Okay? So, pag nag-third pages ka, third page, no? Third page and other pages, succeeding pages, no? Don't forget to put the heading. Second page or the next page heading. Nakuha? Okay, so marami ako nakikitang ganyan, no? Kasi hindi mo alam kung kanino ba to? Saan ba to nakadugtong, no? Especially yung signature, no? Kung kinakailangan na mapunta sa kabilang page yung signatory, hindi na talaga aabot, no? So at least yung one paragraph, ilagay ninyo dun sa kabila. No? Putulin nyo yung isang paragraph, ilagay nyo sa kabila. Huwag kayong magsa-second page na signature lang ang nakalagay. Clear ba yan? Okay? Natutunan ko yan sa legal office. No? I've worked in a legal office. No? Hindi pwedeng yung second page mo, pirma na lang. No? So, lalagyan mo siya ng second page heading or the next page heading. No? Ilagay mo dun yung page, kanino naka-address, the date prepared or may emailed or mailed, no? And then, maglagay ka ng paragraph, sincerely yours, and then signatory. Or quadruple spacing signature. Okay? Now, kung maiksi lang ang position, maiksi lang ang pangalan, maiksi lang ang position, no need na ilagay mo sa, for example, sincerely or respectfully yours, Ray Matias, President, no? Idinugtong niya kagad yung President, pwede yan. Okay? Pwede yan na idugtong mo kung maiksi lang yung signatory, yung name ng signatory. Alright? Next, konti na lang. Company name in the signature portion. Okay? So sometimes magsusulat tayo ng with name and signature, no? Second page, no? Doon na tayo sa signatory. Now sometimes nilalagay pa natin yung name ng company. Okay? Look at the sample. Sincerely, okay, you have to put their double spacing or DS. Westin Inc. Tsaka ka palang magkwa-quadruple spacing for the signature. Miss Ellen Turnquist, General Manager. Okay? So double spacing at yung company ay all caps. Okay? Westin Incorporated. Okay? Sincerely yours, double spacing, Westin Incorporated or Polytechnic University of the Philippines, and then quadruple spacing and then the name. Okay? So yan. Okay, next. Konti na lang. Now, ano naman yung mga tips? Okay, so ito, tips based on experience, based on readings, no? Okay. Writing tips for business letters. Every business letter is different, no? Ibang signatory, ibang content, iba. So, iba. Ang bawat letter ay magkakaiba. You're not writing the same. Pwera na lang kung follow-up. Kahit nga follow-up, iba pa rin. Okay? So, every business letter is different, but they all have one thing in common. Business letters are intended for professional communication. Sabi nga kanina, ay formal, professional. So, business letter, the business correspondence are formal form of written communication. With that in mind, always follow best practices. No, binigay ko na sa inyo yung basic. No, basic and the standard, no? Best practices for writing a business letter. Additionally, apply the following tips, no? So yung binigay ko sa inyo, hindi na kayo magkakamali. Kahit saan kayo magpunta, if you're going to follow, okay, the rules, follow the spacing, no? Hindi kayo magkakamali. Kahit saan kayong bansa makarating. Okay? Meron lang may tips nga tayo dito, no? On how to, kung paano nyo i-innovate or i-enhance, okay, yung business letter, okay, or the correspondence. Okay, number 1, use black style, no? Well, there are few alternatives, may semi-black, black format, no? Sabi dito, okay, isang tip ay use black style letters because modified black and semi-black, they are not as widely used or recognized. It's best to stick with the format that's most likely to be recognized by anyone as a proper way to set up a business letter. Okay? Kasi madali nga naman yun. Madaling ma-recognize, no? Kaysa i-adjust mo pa, no? So, mas widely used daw yung black format. But some gusto nila yung modified or mix ng modified and semi-black. Like ako, mix ng modified and semi-black. Mas gusto ko yun. Okay? So, parang for me, no, sabi ko nga kanina, para sa akin, more relaxed than the full black. Okay? Next, get to the point, no? Yan naman yung preparing business correspondence, no? Yung the content. Okay? Tinuturo naman yan sa English communication natin or sa business communication and report writing. So, get to the point of the business letter doesn't allow for chatty mindering. Sabi nga natin ay the business correspondence and the business letter are formal. No? Hindi pwedeng pang chat lang yung iyong content. No? Be specific, include specific details about the information. Okay? Specific detail. Ibig sabihin, accurate yung detail. If you mention a date, kanyari date, October 25, no? We had the meeting last October 25, 2024. No? Nilagay mo October 25 kasi nakaset na yun eh. No? So we had the meeting last October 25, 2024. Okay? Dahil yun yung nakaset. Pero may bagyo yun. no, hindi natuloy. So dapat accurate ka when you provide details. You have to be accurate. Yung position, nilagay mo yung position na promote na pala siya. Okay? So mali yung positions, no? Nagre-request ka in your letter pero mali naman yung name, mali naman yung positions, no? Ibig sabihin hindi ka nagre-research. No, you have to be accurate in the detailed information that you are giving, not just the content. No? Yung date dapat accurate, yung number, and all the details dapat chine-check mo muna. Okay? Avoid form letters. Don't send out basic form letter. Expect a positive response. Even if you start from a basic business letter, template, customize each letter to the recipient. Okay? So, pwede mong i-customize to the recipient. No? Ano yung customize? Kami kasi in my I work in a corporate company, no? Yung modification or customizing the letter namin. Pag nagsasend kami ng letter sa management because it was an international company, no, based in Switzerland. Pag sumusulat kami ng letter to the CEO, to the manager, to the finance manager, no, hina-highlight namin yung name nila, name and position. Okay? For example, Mr. Bruno Bolfo, CEO, naka-highlight yon. I asked my boss, bakit naka-highlight? No? Sabi niya, no, siya lang nakakaalam nun kasi kinostomize mo, kumbaga personalized. No? Pag kinostomize mo siya, no, there's a reason. Because I'm putting respect, no, to the CEO. Giving respect to the finance manager kasi may nire-request tayo. Okay? What about your name? Dapat balance, dapat naka-bold rin yung name mo. Okay? Balance, naka-bold yung pangalan niya, naka-bold yung pangalan mo para balance. Ang sabi niya sa akin, hindi. Okay? Leave his name in bold. Okay? Sabi ko nga, I'm showing respect at ako is the one requesting, asking for favor. So, walang highlight. Siya lang. No? Parang ganon. Kumbaga parang sumisip-sip ka. Parang ganon. I-highlight natin. Bigyan importansya. Parang ganon. So, hinighlight, binold. So, those things, no? To customize. No? Convey an appropriate tone and verify accuracy. Ito yung sinasabi ko kanina. Verify nyo yung mga information. Okay? Sabi ko kanina, hindi ko matatapos ng 4:30. It's already 3:30. Okay, konti na lang. Okay, so letter size, hindi na to. Okay, format, inter-office memorandum. Okay, so we're done with the business letter. No, mamaya na yung question, no, para matapos ko na. Okay, baka kasi malobat ako. Okay, follow these guides when using a plane. So, other business correspondence, one of the business correspondence in the office is the inter-office memo or memorandum. Okay, so this is a sample of a memorandum. Okay, follow these guides when using plain paper or memo head stationery. So, pwede itong gawin sa letterhead. No, pwedeng PUP. Okay, pero you have to follow the margining. Okay? Use 1 inch side margins and 1.5. So, ilan yung 1.5, no? Parang 9. So, line 10 ka magi-start. Okay? Okay, and then, you follow side margin. So, wag mo na itong sundin kasi naka-set up na yung margin sa computer. Okay? So, as you can see, magi-start ka sa line 10. Look at the memo. Sa line 10, okay, capitalize yung to, from, date, and subject. Okay, let's see. Tingnan natin sa kabila. Okay, so when you prepare a memo, so you start in line 10. Sabi ko nga dito, line 10. Okay, and then double spacing. Capitalize to, from, date, and subject. As you can see, naka-bold yan. To, Hollis Carver, Maxine Findlay, and Dorcas Washington. From, okay, of course, the sender or kanino manggagaling yung memo. Okay, date, current date. Subject, gym benefits. Okay, so tandaan, When you prepare a memo, start on line 10 or pwede mo namang i-adjust ng konti pababa kung konti lang naman yung memo mo. Okay? So, next. You can see here, no, double spacing every after paragraph. Ganun lang naman yon. Okay? And then, may reference initial pa rin. Okay? Kung sino yung gumawa, yung XX dun sa baba. So, that's the reference initial. So, after, may subject ka dyan. Okay? So, as you can see, may colon, pero yung content niya, pantay-pantay. So, let's see. Okay. To, colon, from, colon, date, colon, subject, colon. Pero yung content, okay? For example, to, para kanino, from, current date, Jim, pantay-pantay siya. Gets? Okay. Next. Tapos yung after every paragraph, katulad nito, this is a sample. Okay, to, from, date, subject, kanina date, subject, or subject, date, okay lang yon. The purpose, kapag ka may title, no, capitalize siya, all caps, discussion, and call for action. So that's memo. The purpose, discussion, dapat may purpose, dapat ano yung discussion, and call for action. Okay, this is a call for action. No? Ibig sabihin, may purpose ka, may i-discuss ka, dapat may reply. Okay, dapat may action, dapat may result. Okay, ang memo. Okay? When memos are sent to more than one person, list their names after 2 in alphabetical order. Kung marami kang susulatan, 3. Okay, as you can see here, 3 yung susulatan. You have to arrange it in alphabetical order. Okay, so I think this is the last slide. If you have questions, no? Okay, thank you very much. Okay, thank you very much for the opportunity and for inviting me to this career development talk, no? Conducted by the Alumni Relations. Thank you so much. Okay. If you have questions, no, let me know. No? I-try natin kung kaya nating sagutin. Okay?
Okay,
Miss
so maraming
Jane?
salamat, Ma'am Lolit. So
Yes.
guys, may tanong po ba kayo kay Ma'am? So you may use the Zoom chat or pwede rin namang mag-raise kayo ng hand para personally pwede kayong magtanong kay Ma'am Lolit. Okay, so guys, alam ko mukhang, 'di ba? Comprehensive yung discussion ni Ma'am.
Medyo marami detalye talaga.
Yes, ma'am. Pero at least, ma'am, kahit papano, na-review kami kung paano isa-isa yung spacing, pag gumawa kami ng
Yes.
memo. Tapos, syempre, normally po, ang iniisip na lang natin pag gumagawa tayo ng letter is magandang tingnan.
Ayan. Oo.
Nawawala na sa atin yung quotient na, ay, meron palang rules. May proper rules
Yes.
pala pag gagawa ako ng memo na kailangan pala i-observe ko yung spacing,
Yes.
yung mga indention. Ano bang
Yes.
tawag dun sa ginawa kong letter? Full black ba
Anong
siya?
format? Oo.
Yes. Ano
The
yung mga format na yon? So, syempre, minsan, konting review lang sa atin. At least, di ba, medyo talagang, ay, mali pala ako. Dapat, ba't ako nag-start sa number 4 sa computer? Dapat pala 3.5.
Yes.
Kasi ang pangit tingnan. Minsan ganun kasi tayo. Ma'am, may tanong pong na-raise sa akin. Ma'am, halimbawa daw po, is meron akong, I belong to a certain office.
Yes.
Pero, gagawa ako ng letter, halimbawa po, address sa president. Pero yung content ng letter is more personal.
Okay.
Do I need to use the letterhead of my office that I belong to? Or dapat po ba walang letterhead? Normally, yun po yung ibang confusion.
Okay, thank you very much sa question. Okay, napaka-importante ng letter mo addressed to the president ba? Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
if this is a personal letter, dapat hindi mo gagamitan yung letterhead ng company. Pag personal ito, hindi mo gagamitin yung letterhead if it is a personal. Pero if it is a personal that concerns the office, pwede mong gamitin yung letterhead. For example, meron kang complaint, no? Complaint about a certain a system, a person, no? Pwede mong gamitin yung letterhead. Pero if this concerns personal, personal na personal na something personal na wag mo nang gamitin yung letterhead, no? At ang response na hinihingi mo ay personal din. Okay, so wag mo nang gamitin yung letterhead. But if this concerns the organization, the institution, like for example concerns PUP, no? Personal, meron kang gustong isumbong at concerns ang concern niya ay the organization, you can use the letterhead. Pero kung hindi naman concern ang organization or yung career mo, pwedeng hindi mo na gamitin yung letterhead. Okay?
Okay. Ito pa ma'am, may isa pang tanong.
Yes,
Paano daw po
kinakabahan ako dyan.
Ma'am, naka-DM sa akin, sorry. Paano daw po
Okay lang.
ginagamit yung, sa memo naman po, yung 2 and 4?
2 and 4, okay,
Yes po.
parang merong position concerned yan.
Yes, ma'am.
Nasa position concerned. Kung ikaw ay, kung ito ay yung may memo concerns ay medyo may positions, no? Mas magandang gamitin mo yung 4. Kasi pag 2, ikaw yung higher, no? Para kanino? Para sa'yo to. Dahil ako ay higher. Pero kung ikaw ay para safe, no? Para safe tayo na wala kang natatapakang position, it's better to use the 4.
Okay.
Parang
So,
ganun, okay?
Opo, maraming salamat, ma'am. Kasi minsan ang iniisip syempre pag may position, ano ba yung dapat? Pag tuba, pag pataas,
Pag 2,
or
directly. Directly to, pababa. No, pababa, 2. Pag namang 4, pantay lang kayo o para sa higher. Parang ganon.
okay, pag 4 equal, tama po ba? Pag 4 equal or higher, pag 2 is
Ikaw yung higher.
Ako yung higher.
Ako
Okay,
yung
ayun
higher.
ma'am, nag-react na. Ngayon lang nalaman yung 2 and 4 ang gamit. Yan.
Mahal na rin kita.
Ayun. So, ayun ma'am, may mga comment tayo. Basahin natin.
Thank you.
Ang ganda daw ma'am ng topic natin. Pero, ang concern ko po is, kahapon kasi umattend po ako. Hindi daw niya nasagutan yung evaluation.
Ano ba yung tanong? Subukan natin. Anong tanong?
Di ma'am. Ano ma'am, kasi yung hindi siya siguro nakasagot sa evaluation. Normally po.
Okay.
So, yun siguro ang tanong niya kay Ma'am Anlin, umattend din siya.
Okay.
Email mo na lang kami, be. Sa
Yes,
mga
yes.
nanghihingi ng presentation.
Opo. Isa-send
Ayun.
ko. Wait lang. Sa chat?
Ma'am, sa akin na lang po. Para
Sa'yo na
ako
lang.
na po
Sige,
magdi-disseminate na.
Yes,
Okay,
I
so
will.
dun sa mga
Actually, nag-prepare na ako.
Wow! So, mga
Oo.
nag-register po, makaka-receive kayo ng presentation ng ating mga speaker po as per your request. Siyempre, yung mga yung nag-register at nag-evaluate. Especially
Okay,
those...
so mag-register na.
Opo.
Mag-evaluate, no? Thank you sa
Yes, ma'am.
evaluation
Yeah,
na
ma'am.
ibibigay ninyo in
Opo.
advance.
Yes po. Guys, meron pa po tayong tanong. Medyo comprehensive at magandang pakinggan actually, ma'am. So,
Inantok ba kayo?
guys, antok pa daw ba kayo? Sige nga, pa-heart naman. Kung hindi kayo naantok, pa-heart. Pag inaantok, letter C.
Salamat.
Ayan,
Thank
heart daw,
you,
ma'am.
thank
Hindi
you.
sila antok.
Hindi. Okay, maraming salamat.
Ayan, ma'am. So, at least parang kahit pa paano nabunutan at gising na
Gising na
gising sila.
Salamat.
Yes, ma'am. Maraming salamat.
Thank you
Thank you so
din.
much, ma'am. At di po sayang yung time namin kasi ang ganda ng
Yes.
topic at ang galing nyo raw magpaliwanag, ma'am.
Thank you
Honestly,
so much.
ma'am,
Medyo detalyeng-detalye talaga.
Yes, ma'am. Actually, ma'am, yun din yung kailangan natin. Actually, hindi lang office management or secretary or kahit sino
Kahit
makaka-relate.
sino, totoo. And share ko lang, no, yung aking boss na sinabi ko kanina na from international company, marunong siya ng keyboarding. Kaya
Wow.
medyo, wow, general manager from Switzerland, marunong siya ng mga rules, marunong din siya ng proper keyhand position. Kaya hindi ako nahihiyang i-share ito sa inyo kasi even yung boss ko from other countries, marunong siya. alam niya yung gagawin. So siguro nag-training ng keyboarding din yun. Parang ganun ang aking understanding kasi alam niya yung mga rules.
Siguro ma'am susunod, ano na naman, lecture tayo about keyboarding.
Ay,
Ayun,
medyo
diba?
madetally.
Training talaga.
Kailangan ng computers
Yun ma'am,
dyan.
hindi. Ipi-face to face natin in case.
Okay, sige, sige.
Magre-request tayo sa inyo sa
Sige.
under ng business administration. Tingnan natin
Sige,
kung
sige.
kakayanin
Kung
natin.
kakayanin.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Kasi kukonti
sige.
ang ating, syempre kukonti ang ating medyo facilities, so limited lang siya.
Limited pero
Diba?
meron kaming keyboarding laboratory. Meron ding CCIS na laboratory.
Yes,
So,
ma'am. Yun
I think
yung susunod
possible
natin,
yan.
ma'am. Yun yung
Yeah.
susunod natin. So, syempre, pag ganon, mga pre-register lang yung iimbitahan natin. Limited lang kasi siya. Diba?
Sige.
Ayun.
Okay.
Guys, may tanong pa po ba tayo? Sige na, pwedeng magtanong habang, ayan. Ayan.
Wow. Okay,
Mukhang
thank you
puro
so
pasalamat.
much.
Guys, baka may tanong kayo kay ma'am, at least di ba maliwanagan kayo at masagot kayo ng maayos o talagang sobra ng detalyado kanina. Ano ba to?
Wala
Knowledge
nang dapat
overload na ba?
itanong. Wala nang dapat, lahat binigay na. So, hindi. Joke lang. Pero kung meron pa, kaya nandiyan naman si Miss Jane Pulma, pwede niya akong kausapin para for clarification or for additional knowledge, parang ganun. We're willing to share.
Ayun. Clear na clear naman daw, ma'am. So far, so good. Clear na clear daw po. Ayan, i-email po namin yung detailed presentation ni ma'am sa naka-registered na email. Actually, di ba, pag mamaya sa evaluation, may email address naman po. So, i-email namin sa inyo, guys. So, huwag kayong mag-alala. Lahat ng nandito ngayon, lalo na yung nag-evaluate, saka nag-register po. Once na nag-evaluate kayo, marireceive nyo yung e-certificate nyo and at the same time, marireceive nyo rin po yung lecture ni ma'am. Pati ni Ma'am Andin. Ayan. Pati
Thank
yung
you
kay
so
Ma'am
much.
Andin.
Nako, nakakatuwa naman talaga.
Yes, ma'am. By
Thank you
next
sa
week,
heart. Love you, love you.
next week naman, ma'am, meron tayo telephone etiquette naman, saka introduction to office administration. So, kasama natin si Ma'am Sharona, saka si Miss Ivy.
God bless sa inyong lahat.
Yes, ma'am. Next week din, sisimulan natin yung introduction to or review naman ng labor law. Labor law naman tayo. Isisingit na natin. Okay, ma'am. So, may tanong pa ba guys tayo? Mukhang wala na. Pa-type 1 naman kung wala na. Para yung link na evaluation is ma-post na natin. Ayan, mukhang wala na po. Marami na iwan, ma'am. Okay, so maraming salamat guys. The link of evaluation is currently posted na po sa ating Zoom chat at sa comment section naman ng ating Facebook page. So, let me read naman po, ma'am, para po sa certificate niyo. Share ko, ma'am, ha?
Okay.
Okay po. Okay, so ito na po yung Certificate of Appreciation, Office of the Vice President for Student Affairs and Administration, Alumni Relation and Career Development Office. This Certificate of Appreciation is presented to Associate Professor Maria Lolita B. Avesha, College of Business Administration, in grateful acknowledgement in her engagement and insightful academic contribution as lecturer, imparting unparalleled knowledge and expertise on business correspondence and related documents during the conduct of the online training and seminar for office management and administration held on November 5, 2024 via Zoom video conferencing platform and Facebook live stream. Signed, Engineer Florinda H. Oquindo, Director, Alumni Relation and Career Development Office, Tomas Otestor, MPA, Vice President for Students Affairs and Services. So, ma'am, isisend ko po sa inyo yung certificate of appreciation nyo. Actually, bibigay ko po ng personal sa inyo ni Ma'am Ann.
Wow, okay. Thank you so much. Thank you very much.
Yes,
Miss
ma'am.
Jane
Marami pa
Pulma.
tayong yes,
Thank you for
marami
the
pa, ma'am.
opportunity and
Yes,
for
ma'am. By next year po siguro
for sharing this knowledge. Ay, marami pa, Miss Jane.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, so maraming
Okay, thank you.
salamat sa ating mga kaisko at kaiska na nandito ngayon. May mga admin po tayo na nakikinig din at alam kong marami silang natutunan sa ating mga estudyante na nandito ngayon. Mula sa iba't ibang branch, sa iba't ibang kolehiyo at sa iba't ibang opisina. At syempre, hindi natin pwedeng kalimutan ang ating mga stakeholder. Ito yung mga hindi alumni lang ha. Ito yung ating mga nakikinig at naka-standby sa ating PUP Career Center Facebook page na walang sawang nakatutok sa atin sa lahat ng programa natin. So maraming salamat. So in behalf of the Alumni Relation and Career Development Office, I'm Professor Jane S. Pulna, signing off at maraming salamat College of Business Administration, Department of Office Administration, Ma'am Lolit, maraming salamat po and I'll see you soon po. Matane guys! At ito na po ang ating PUP hymn.
Ang bayan, taglaw ka ng bayan, pandayan ang isip ng kabataan. Kami ay dumating na salat sa yaman, hanap na tulong ay iyong palay. Ang layunin mo, mga tao, dinarangan ang Pilipino. Ang iyong aral dito, ang ikaw taglay, PUP aming gabay, para lang nakita. PUP pinangalan. Gagamitin ang kalooban mula sa'yo para sa bayan. Ang iyong aral dito, ang ikaw taglay, PUP aming gabay.